Welcome to In Progress, a podcast to help you grow and learn how to become a better version of yourself. Now, here's your host, Michael Sirigliano.
So like now, with where you are with the business, you have the bank account with the business. Do you guys write down your transactions, or like do you guys keep history of your transactions for tax write-offs, or are you not there yet? How does that process work?
Yeah, so we are, I'll take care of that, don't worry about it. So every transaction's saved in our, because we have M&T, everything's saved in there, which is phenomenal. Every deposit, we use Square as like our financial account, so we could take credit cards in there, any payment really. So basically anytime customer comes to us, we do a job for them, I have to write it down in there, and then how much we charge them, it automatically adds the tax on, just to keep track of everything. All the receipts, save all of them. A lot of them are digital, which is easy. Just email them right over to us.
Amazon and all that stuff. You definitely got to keep track. I mean, I'm sometimes I'll go buy some shit, and he'll be like, "Where's the receipt?"
What was it? I don't know. They didn't give me one.
Yeah, it's hard.
So if someone pays you in cash, is that the same process? You just say that it was cash and it charged you cash, or like is there a different process for cash?
If it's cash, we just charge them the tax in cash. They're paying us cash. We just do the tax ourselves, charge them the tax, and we just deposit it straight into the bank account.
Right.
Okay. And then one thing that I actually did want to know, you guys obviously have to pay yourselves, right?
Right.
Yeah,
so,
to an extent.
With paying yourselves, how do you determine what you pay yourselves? Is it based on, or do you guys give yourselves a set hourly or a set salary, or is it more so like depending on how many jobs we have, our rate fluctuates?
So it really depends on the job.
Okay.
Neither of us are paying.
It's per job?
Yeah, it's definitely per job.
Okay.
Not monthly, not weekly, hourly, anything. Neither of us are getting paid, to live in luxury right now, because both of us were completely content putting everything back into the business.
We're completely used to that though.
Yeah.
Because like even working, at Century, or working at AT&T, I was never going out buying like clothes like that.
Yeah, right.
I was never spending money like that. He was never spending money like that. The worst thing we do is we'll buy parts for our cars.
Right.
And like that happens.
Yeah.
That happens
too much, but
but like we decide pretty much, if we have enough cash and we're making some good cash, then we'll take a little bit for ourselves.
Like after a full rep, we'll get a few $1,000s, pay ourselves a cut of it.
Right. But we're more than content just taking all our money and just reinvesting it completely back into ourselves, or having money saved up because you got to pay rent. And maybe next month we're not going to do as good as we did this month. Like we had a month, September, we literally sat.
Didn't have a single job.
We just sat in our office. Yeah, didn't have a single job.
Didn't know what to do.
But we paid rent. I think that was a little bit out of pocket. But that's what I'm talking about. You need money saved up because there's rainy days.
Yeah.
Right.
For right now, I don't think we're going to have any more rainy days. We're pretty steady right now.
I think we're definitely
we have jobs
at a good point.
coming in. Like this week we've had like 3, maybe 4. Stuff lines up pretty much. But like, we want that saved up just in case we need rent. We want that saved up just in case we want to make a $2,000 purchase on this. Or also we're looking to get a new shop. We're going to go look at a shop tomorrow out in Gates or something.
Yeah.
Okay. And you need money for that.
Are you sizing up?
It's so nice.
It's so nice.
It's really nice.
It's finished.
Is it a solo spot or is it another shared spot?
No, it's solo, and it's so nice. It's got a nice office.
Beautiful.
It's got a nice garage. It's all
bathroom.
Oh, it is just
everything.
You guys are gonna be living in luxury now.
Yeah, and it's right on Spenceport Road. Good address.
That's the place. That's the garage space. Nice big floor space. You can see the floor is real nice. That's the office space. And it's got a full bathroom in it. It's real nice.
Where is that?
$1,200.
Right next to Jim's Ground Round.
Right near
Spencer
Elmgrove.
Road.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Really
It's a
good
good
spot.
location.
Really good spot.
Only thing that comes with that though, because he was mentioning it to me earlier, is the garage door isn't really big.
Yeah.
And right now our garage door isn't small by any means, but like we can't fit like an AP plumbing truck. We couldn't bring that in here.
Yeah, box trucks and can't fit
Can't do
them.
box trucks. Can't do RVs.
Is that
Stuff like
spot
that.
going to have a garage capable of doing that or no?
No.
It's a little bit smaller than this one, so I mean we're
Really?
gonna have to measure it out, see what we can get in there. I mean we do have connections now that if we get a box truck, we can say, hey, like let me use your shop for 3 days, whatever. I'll pay you rent for it.
I mean we don't really get too many box trucks like that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean we have jobs like I was talking to Papa about AP Plumbing and how they want us to literally wrap the box on the box truck, which would be fun. But we'd have to obviously find a spot, which would be, call Virgil maybe, say, hey, can we rent out your shop for a couple of days? And then we would just probably go there and crank it out 12
bang it out on the weekend when they don't need to be there. It's fine.
But that's why that spot would be nice. And that's why we're trying to save up, try and size up.
For sure. No, I mean, I feel like you gotta level up in order to
Absolutely,
continue
yeah.
the business growing, look more legitimate.
Right.
Also, the location is obviously way more centralized than this.
Right.
I feel like the only thing you could really get out here in regards to like ease of access is going to be like the people from like Brockport that are
College.
like, doing their cars and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
this location is really not even bad though. Like we're the #1 vinyl shop in all of Brockport. There's really
in
nothing.
Spencerport, we're 3, which
Which
isn't bad either.
We're up there. So when you're searching, you're seeing us still.
Yeah, if you
So-
type in vinyl wrap, window tint, anything like that, we will come up.
Tint, definitely tint.
Yeah.
We get a lot of
Tint.
tint.
That's awesome, and that's so that actually brings me to the next point. Google. I know you guys had some time trying to really focus on getting your name to pop up on Google Maps, all of that. What did that process look like?
That was pretty hard, honestly.
Yeah.
It was definitely difficult. Google was pretty good with it. I think Google got us on Google Maps
Within a few
without
weeks.
us even asking,
yeah.
maybe.
No, I had to do a bunch of stuff for it.
You did?
but-
Okay, so he had to do some stuff for it. But they got us on there pretty quick. Apple Maps, I mean, I submitted so
Yeah,
many
you
requests.
struggled with that.
And they were just like, they weren't like denying it. They just like wouldn't put it through. And it was a weirdly confusing process. You had to literally look up like how to get my Google or how to get my business on Apple Maps. It was, I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Took you
when
like a month, right?
do the steps, but you got to go to a website, you got to fill out all your business information, who owns it, where it is, submit it, they look at it, and they put it through. And eventually one day,
Yeah.
I
it
just went on
popped
Apple
up.
Maps and I was like,
That's cool.
that's us. And that was a good feeling.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
see yourself on Apple Maps, you see yourself
Official.
on Google Maps, on Google. It's nice. It's a good
Especially
feeling.
when we're out 40 minutes, hour away on a job, and then you just type in, Flower City
Flower
Wraps.
City Wraps take you right back.
You know?
It's right back there. Yeah.
Yeah, it
exactly.
takes us right back.
It was a process. And then Google in itself, I mean, I don't know if you were touching on that too, but like Google, we did do some marketing with them. They had a ad agency who contacted us, cold call.
Oh, nice.
Good idea. But they had
Makes
one
it
of their customers, another vinyl shop, they left them and they had a top 3 spot available. And because we have all 5-star reviews and we have more than like 2, we have like 13, 14 reviews right now and they're all 5 stars. They were like, you guys are a perfect fit for this. We'd like to throw you guys in here and you'd be top 3 on our Google list. And we were like, okay. I mean, it was $150 a month, so we had to pay for that.
Yeah.
But what that included was it helped with search engines. If you were on any type of websites and you were looking up tint, you were looking up vinyl, decals, graphics, signage, things like that, we would pop up. So they helped us with that. They helped us with our ranking. When you're just looking up anything pretty much, we were always in that top 3 because you know how you got to click like show more and you can see all the rest of the bums?
Yeah.
That wasn't us.
So were you guys in the when you Google something where it says ad, or were you guys underneath the ads top 3?
Yeah, we didn't do the ad. We did the ads for a month.
So the ads are a separate thing.
Yeah, that's a whole separate thing. This
Okay.
is the marketing agency. They mess with like the keyword searching. So they put in a bunch of different things. Window tint.
Yeah, they
tints,
basically look
all
at what's
sorts
like
of
best and what most people are like clicking on for you and for other businesses, and they refilter them like every week,
Yeah, whatever
month,
they
whatever
do
it is. They just refilter it every so often so that you're still popular for what people are still searching for. So it definitely helped because it took a lot out of us because like we might know how to vinyl wrap, but we don't really know how to put ourselves on the top of the Google page. You know, we didn't study that. We don't know a lot about that, so it helped. And then I got us there, and then we learned a little bit ourselves. And obviously now we actually canceled that service, and we're good because we've had so much of the recognition that I don't feel like we need anymore.
So
He doesn't feel like we need
more
anymore.
self-sufficient.
Right.
Yeah, because like you said earlier, it's word of mouth. Word of mouth. At the end of the day, if there's anything about running a business, owning a business, it is word of mouth, and that's the biggest thing.
Absolutely.
100%.
All about who you know.
If you could talk to people, like for example, our cousin knows everybody who is anybody anywhere. He's got people hitting him up because he knows everyone. You gotta know people. Once you know people, people will trust you. You already got people who trust you, so they'll help you. They'll come in, and they'll see you do good work. Their friends will want good work, and it's just that's the biggest thing. Word of mouth, 100%.
Yeah. So, with your social media pages, what's the reasoning behind that then? So obviously word of mouth is huge. You guys have Google. With the social media, is it a thing where you're trying to advertise yourself, or is it more a thing where it's like is it just a thing you're doing because businesses do it?
There's a lot of reasons.
No, it's definitely not just because other businesses do it.
There's definitely.
We just have it. I mean, we post what we do because you can know us, but just because you know me doesn't mean you can see what I did.
Right.
So when someone says, hey, Flower City Raps did this, they look us up on Facebook, Instagram, Google, they'll see our
everything,
work. They'll say, wow, they're doing this, all this other random stuff they could possibly do for me and my business or me and my vehicle.
And
we've had portfolio.
Exactly. Yeah,
and we have a website as well with a lot of our, stuff on it, our images, things like that. It just helps because it gives you that peace of mind where if you're like, wow, they got, 5-star ratings, they got 14 ratings. They're good guys, I know they're good guys, but do they do good work? Pictures. You got to back it up. We back it up.
Right.
So that's what it pretty much boils down to. And it's also nice for us, you get to see where you came from, what you've been doing.
The progress.
Yeah, absolutely.
Progress. We gain followers, interact with people. You make a lot of new connections. Like we've made a lot of business connections just on Instagram because we used to DM a lot of people. We still do, but that's another way we used to try and approach businesses is just DMing them, we really like your stuff. If you ever need anything, let us know. And just kind of creates a bond.
Have you got any results from that? Because I feel like that's a less personal way. But
it
I
is
feel like
definitely
that's also
way less personal.
Yeah, a lot less personal. I don't think anything major.
No.
Nothing major from that.
No?
No, we've just created a lot of connections.
Which is honestly huge. Like you said, word of mouth is huge.
Absolutely.
So you want to make those connections.
Right.
So for anybody looking to open a business, whether it be a vinyl shop or whatever, what advice would you give somebody that's looking to maybe jump into it but is scared to do that or doesn't know the steps to take? What advice would you guys give somebody in those shoes?
First, major, make sure you love what you do. You do not want to spend all your time, all your life on this, all your money on this unless you don't enjoy it. You know what I mean? Which is the case for us. We love doing this shit.
Right.
I get to come in here, play with cars all day.
Right.
Can't beat that.
Makes it nice. You wrap a car, you look at it, and you see them look at it, and they're like, "Are you kidding me? That's the same car?" It's a good feeling, and you did it. You see a car we see cars drive by, and they got our stuff on it. It's either fully wrapped from us or they got decals on it from us, and you're like, "That's cool." You drive by a business and you did their signage in the front. That's cool. Yeah. We like that. We love that.
Love that.
So that's definitely huge. I would say starting a business, you kind of got to ease into it.
Absolutely.
Because you can't, it would be way more scary and terrifying if you just literally were like, I'll quit my job.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
then started. So, you got to do all your research.
You got to feel it up a little bit.
So how much money can I make for this? How much can I charge for it?
Yeah.
Maybe start doing some jobs on the side. Depending on what it is, you practice it, make sure you're at a good level before you just get yourself right out there.
You got to start, you got to beat costs at the start.
Absolutely.
We do phenomenal work and we still beat costs. The average cost of a wrap, if you want to wrap like this Subaru right here, you'd probably be looking at $4,000 to $5,000.
Which is almost absurd.
For what he's doing right now to his own car, when you could come to us and you'll pay $2,500, $2,700, and you're getting the same work. You're getting the same quality work. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to that word of mouth. Do they know us? Have they heard of us? Do they trust us?
Right.
That's what it's going to come down to. But you just got to really make sure, you know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So are you guys pricing that way only initially and then eventually building up to that like average price out, or are you guys going to be that vinyl wrap business that actually does charge lower? And that's like the Walmart, I guess you could say.
We might, to an extent, because obviously with more business, you got to figure out your time.
Right.
And like, if it gets to a point, right now we're pretty good at managing what we're doing. We're not great at it, but we communicate enough.
Working on it.
To where we can get, we got a job here, we got a job here, schedule this here, we're going to do an interview over here. That's fine. And we're good at that now. But if it's to the point where like we got multiple people and we can't fit it, then we're going to have to, up the prices a little bit. Right. For now, I don't mind charging what we charge because people love the prices, people love the work, and when they
really
love the work that
name.
much and love the prices that much, they're gonna tell people.
Yeah, right. I mean, the best thing is, we make a customer happy, it benefits us completely.
Like, he's always said, it's a mobile business card.
Exactly.
That's literally a mobile business card for you.
Any car we send out, anything we send out, that's a business card driving around. You cannot beat that advertising.
Yeah. That's why we treat every car like it's our own car.
Absolutely.
It might be easy to I messed up on this piece. And that's another part of vinyl wrapping that really does suck. If there's anything that sucks in vinyl wrapping, is you could do this whole entire hood right here, and you could be fully done with it. But if there's a little nick in the center, like a little hole in the center, you can't just heat it and put it over itself. You got to rip the whole entire piece off. You got to fully restart.
Right.
Throw that whole entire sheet of vinyl away, because you can't really patch piece over a piece of vinyl because it's extremely noticeable. Extremely noticeable. So when you're doing we've done it. I mean, we've messed up a handful of times. Yeah. It's normal.
Sucks.
But you just rip the whole piece off, and you got to relay a whole entire brand new piece because you can't fix it, you can't patch it up, and you don't want it to look like garbage.
Right.
You want it to look quality.
Because you got to say, if this was on my vehicle, would I be happy with it if I'm paying someone for this?
Because we're picky as shit.
Yeah.
He's picky as shit. He's pickier than I am, and I'm picky as fuck too. But that's why when we're doing cars, we see shit, we nitpick.
If it's not perfect, it has to be.
Even if a car comes out perfect, we still, 9 times out of 10, we still hate it.
I wish that came out better. But
I mean, we know it comes out great, and we're happy with the result, but we're like,
we could have done better.
Could have done better. Could have done quicker. Could have done a better job here. Just simple things. It's always self-criticism. We're always trying to get better. That's really what it is. But like I said, we're just treating every customer's car like it's our own car. And that, to me, is huge.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that definitely is. Because I've seen, in videos, I've been home seeing him watch videos, and there's vinyl wraps that, they'll just, say fuck it. They'll do it, and it'll be, something where it's not noticeable immediately, and they'll just be like, fuck it. And then some other vinyl wrap dude comes in and checks it, and he's like,
this looks like shit, this looks like shit, this looks like shit.
Yeah.
It's hard.
So really you guys avoid that at all costs, essentially.
Absolutely.
You guys have that quality.
Because it's the same thing. If the customer's not happy with it, if someone's asking about it, he's like, oh, they did really good, except, this. You think that person's gonna come to us?
No.
I don't even know how those businesses do it, because I know the video you're talking about. I remember watching it, and that's tagging along that point I said earlier. Is it's hard. It's very difficult wrapping your car, and there's a lot of curves, and there's a lot of points where if you don't heat it to a certain temperature, it will just pop right off. The vinyl will just pop right off. It's tricky, and you got to learn everything. And if you don't get it right, do it again.
Right. There's different brands of vinyl. There's a learning curve to each brand.
Yep.
Each brand of vinyl is different?
Completely different.
The way you lay it?
Completely different.
No, not the way you lay it. The way you lay it's fairly similar, but some vinyl, you could put it on the car, and it's not moving. Some vinyl, you could put it right on the car, and it'll just slide right off. Some vinyl, you got to heat to higher temperatures. Some vinyl, you can, fit into certain little areas. With other vinyl, you can't. And there's a lot of vinyl companies out there. We use Vivid, Avery Dennison, 3M, Cheetah.
Yeah,
right?
I use weird stuff on my cars just to try it.
Right, because
we got this roll for free from someone, so try it out. I like the color. I'm gonna do it anyways. Yeah, okay. It's definitely weirder to wrap with. It's cheaper for sure.
It's hard. It's hard to. When he was wrapping that, we did a full van in that type of vinyl, which was very.
So that car's wrapped too?
No, this little gray area. That's gonna be the full car color.
Oh, okay.
So just the bumper, and then this side's partway done, but I haven't had time to mess with it.
Yeah, we got time until the spring, but it's a different wrap, and I didn't like it at first because it was different, right? Because nobody likes different. Different's weird.
Change
Change is weird. Same thing as quitting your job, coming to this. Everything's weird, but it's better. At the end of the day, everything that I've done that I've always been uncomfortable with, and I've done it, you end up being happy because you learned something and it ended up being better for you.
Yeah.
Like this wrap right here sucked to use at first, but now it's actually
I don't
really,
mind it. I
really
really
nice,
don't mind
it's
it.
a nice wrap.
It's cheap, you know.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
something
mind
we
it.
might end up using in the future. So definitely expand the horizons. It's like, you know, you always just got to learn new things, teach new tricks.
Yeah.
You can never stop learning. You can always keep learning.
Yeah. So, for people watching this, what's one thing from this podcast that you want to really hammer home for people watching? Like one, like the moral of what you guys are saying in this episode. What's one thing you want to hammer home to the people watching this episode?
I mean, for me, I think biggest thing would be two things. Like he said, you gotta love what you do, because if you don't love what you do, you're not gonna want to do it. You're not gonna do quality work.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, treat everything like it's your only job. Like if this is your last job you're gonna do. Like when we do a job, it's perfect. We're not gonna let it go out. We're not gonna let it go out unless it's not perfect. And if we can't do it, if we get a job and we just don't think we can do it, we'll tell them. We're not gonna do it.
Full money back.
Because because when we were actually in the storage unit, we did a job for this this girl, and she brought us her car, and it was beat the fuck.
It was
up.
terrible.
And she wanted us to just like throw some vinyl on top of it. Thought it would be okie dokie, and it was not. It turned out terrible.
Yeah, the paint was peeling. It was rusting.
Yeah, it was chipped everywhere.
So you were trying to vinyl wrap a dented up, rusted out car?
Destroyed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were cool with that at the time because it was like, oh, job, money, cool.
Yeah.
But once we sent it out, for one, she just complained immediately because obviously you don't got a good canvas, you're not going to get a good result.
Yeah.
Period.
And I don't think she understood that.
She
from the
didn't
beginning.
understand that, and we didn't really understand that even ourselves.
No.
So that's why after that job, we completely made it clear to ourselves, if it's not going to turn out perfect, we're not doing it.
Like if the vehicle's beat,
we're not going to do it.
No. Like
So,
sorry.
Make sure you're doing quality work, and make sure you love what you do. That's definitely the biggest 2 points I think we could possibly say.
And I mean, if you're gonna run your own business, you gotta have a lot of discipline, because you're your boss.
Yeah, you're your own boss.
You gotta get up in the morning. You're the one telling you to get up. You're the one telling you, okay, I gotta get this done today, this done.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, you're just gonna sit. You're gonna sleep in. You're not gonna do anything.
You have to have motivation to actually chase it.
Absolutely.
It's easy to do. I mean, you could definitely, because when you are your own boss,
who's gonna yell at me?
Who's gonna yell at me if I go sit on this couch a little bit? Who's gonna yell at me if I really don't make these calls? Or who's gonna yell at me if I don't care? Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Yeah.
So you have to have that 100% drive.
Absolutely.
You gotta want to be successful. Because we don't want anything more than just to be successful. We just want to have this company go all the way through the roof, and that's what we do every day.
And I think it will. Because we come in here, we work our ass off every day.
Do great jobs. And
everything we can do.
So with this business, is this something you guys see yourself doing for the rest of your life, like wrapping cars, or are you trying to turn it into maybe like a thing where you have the brand and you have people doing it for you?
You tell me the idea, multi.
Which one?
Well,
yeah,
I guess.
Well, we have quite a few, ideas. We definitely want to expand.
Yeah.
Into a few smaller. Once this can run itself, we still want to be here for it. Do what we have to do for it, but open up something smaller. Another something. Just start a few things.
Yeah.
So then instead of one cash flow,
different businesses
altogether. Okay. Nice.
Probably all tied to the same Flower City name.
Yep.
But Flower City, just something else.
Okay.
And that's a whole different thing. But then just connecting with Flower City Wraps, we definitely want this to just first off skyrocket.
Absolutely.
Second off, we kind of want to turn it into a Los Santos Customs kind of vibe. You can bring your car here to get powder coating done, or if you want mechanical work done, we got a mechanical unit. We have eventually, and this is just
a big warehouse.
A dream.
You
get a big warehouse. You got the vinyl wrapping division.
Right.
You got the signage division. You got the mechanical division.
You got the paint.
You got the painting division.
Anything you would ever need for a vehicle, it's there. You go there.
Yeah, we want to pretty much be that one-stop shop.
Yeah.
And that's what we preach right now. One-stop shop. That's us. You bring your car here and you want your car to look completely different, mod it out.
It will.
We could do everything. We could do exhaust. We could do vinyl wrap. We could do tint. We could do decals.
You want a whole body kit mounted, put on, that's fine.
So that's our, from what I think, that's our end goal. Is
yeah, absolutely.
For this, we
100%.
want it to be just everything. One-stop shop. You want anything? You want your brakes changed? Go to Flower City Wraps. You want your car to be purple? Go to Flower City Wraps. You know, you want your car lowered, go to Flower City Wraps. That's the goal.
That's huge.
Which would
Absolutely.
be huge. But
And I mean, that's not out of the question at all.
Absolutely
I mean, you guys
not.
have been only doing work for what, a year now, really? Like legitimately, really
Yeah.
going hard.
Yeah.
at
No,
it?
actually,
Yeah, less
not
than
even.
that. Really,
you
not
know,
not much.
Maybe like
not
9,
long.
8 months.
Yeah, 8 or 9 months.
And we're still, you know, I mean, we're getting people calling us, we're getting people walking in the door, which is extremely impressive, you know, because
Yeah.
it's not every day where you could start up a business and actually have people coming to you.
Right.
And we do.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
in such
every
a short amount of time, too.
Yeah,
Right.
You know, we're growing by the day.
I mean, we got people, and another thing to add into it that makes us such a different business from everyone else is a lot of vinyl shops around here. There's good vinyl shops around here, but a lot of them are just meh. Like, they don't care.
Right.
They won't respond
They're
to you. They won't
strictly
reach
business.
back out to you.
That's it. They don't care about their customers.
Right.
You know, they don't care about the car community out here.
I mean, just yesterday we were talking with this girl who wants the Civic Wrapped, and she was like, "You guys are just the best. Like, I've never had people with this kind of customer service. Like, because we're quick, we'll respond to you, and that might have something to do with the fact that we're 21 and 22, and
Yeah.
we're on the technology wave, and we could just keep up with everyone. But
Yeah.
if someone wants a price, I'll get into it, get them a message out quick. You know, they
Yeah.
want a phone call, I'll call them right now. They want some colors for their car, we'll both do some research,
Right.
find them some colors.
We get a message at 1, 2 in the morning. I'll answer. I'm up.
Right.
You know, that's fine.
We're slightly different in that way because not a lot of people, you know, if you're calling a normal shop, you can't call them at 1 in the morning. You can't text
9 to
them
5.
at 11
That's
o'clock.
it. You won't hear from them no other time. That's it.
Right, you DM our business page, we got you. You DM our personal page, we got you.
Absolutely.
If we're out at a bar, happen to go out,
I'm gonna answer.
we're talking, we'll answer. I'll go talk to the owner of the bar, you know. We're constantly Flower City Wraps.
Yeah.
Even
Day and night.
any time,
Day and night.
anywhere I go, we're always thinking of just a way
Yeah.
we could just boost
Yeah.
our business.
Like we went to the liquor store one day.
right.
Owner was there. We saw they were renovating. We started chatting him up. You know, now
Got him a card, started
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
to him, and we're always looking for more. Always hustling.
and you have to. You absolutely
I
have
feel
to.
like that's so important to the longevity and growth of a business.
For
You
sure.
should always
For
be
sure.
going hard at it.
If you're not looking for ways to expand, then you're not gonna.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't
No
be
one's
content.
gonna do it for you.
That's another huge thing is we were content. I remember when we got our first 2 wrap jobs, we had cash and we were huge and we were kings. And in reality, we weren't
Right.
shit.
We weren't
shit.
advertising. We weren't posting. You know.
And that's kind of what led up to that whole September demise.
Yeah.
Was we were calling, advertising, walking into businesses, doing all that hard work, which led into sales, right? Not that exact moment, but it led into sales. So then the next month we had so many jobs and we were just busy. We had a wrap here, chrome delete here, a tint job here. We were so busy that we thought we made it.
Yeah.
We
You know,
didn't
we thought
call anyone.
people are gonna hit us up every day. You
Yeah.
know.
We
We're
didn't
gonna
do
have
any
people
work.
coming in, going.
And that fucked us.
Absolutely.
You cannot
Absolutely.
ever stop. Like, even right now, we have more work than we've ever had. And
Yeah.
we're still calling people. We're
Yeah.
still trying to find new businesses. We're still trying to find new connects all the time. Because I will never, ever, ever allow us to have another September.
No. No.
That's our biggest
no.
thing is never
mean,
again.
That month was a phenomenal learning tool for us, though.
Oh,
You know, because
absolutely.
we realized, we said, okay, so like,
What
what
the
are we
fuck
doing
happened?
wrong? Like,
Yeah.
I thought we were good. We were making good money.
And that month sucked, but we definitely took that month to just reevaluate.
Everything,
What we had
we
to do.
learned. We said, okay, so what do we have to do to make these sales, to get these people in here?
Right, like
You know?
why don't we have customers right now? Like we just had so many customers we couldn't breathe. I think that was the month I left my job
Yeah,
too.
it was.
When we had so many customers that was like, all right, shit, I'll leave. And then the very next month it was like,
Like,
where did everyone
why the
go?
fuck did I quit?
But that was a huge learning tool. Is you can never ever stop advertising. You can never stop trying to get more business. You can never be too good ever. And that's something that a lot of great people know is you can never be too good. Even like Patrick Mahomes, right? One of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He's still out there practicing daily.
Absolutely.
Right.
You can never stop trying to get more. And if you do, that's when you will fail.
Absolutely.
100%.
And you guys saw that in September.
Yeah,
we saw that
yeah.
firsthand.
We could have quit. We could have said, well, you know what, this isn't
It was
gonna
a
work.
dark month. It was a dark month.
What made you
Dark
guys
month.
keep pushing through it?
The dream.
Yeah,
We don't want anything besides this.
I do not want to
I
work
want-
for someone.
Yeah.
I can't. I won't.
Like being your own boss and just people reach out to me for this, right? People reach out to him for this. They don't reach out to someone else. We don't ask, daddy when we got to go do this. It's us. It's
Yeah.
us. People you got a business card and it says Antonio Sorgliano, it's a good feeling. It's definitely a good feeling.
Really is.
And I couldn't imagine going back to just only hoping on a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
That would probably be like the most depressing thing.
No,
ever.
I could never go back to that.
And that's definitely a message for everyone is like, a lot of people don't want that 9 to 5, and they know they don't want that 9 to 5, and they'll talk about it like you said. You know, you're always talking. Put some action to it.
Yeah.
You always can find time to do something you love. Whether
Absolutely.
it's you get home at 9 o'clock, do 3 hours of research, go to bed, wake up at 7. You just got to find the time to make it happen. Because if you don't, it's never going to happen. You're always going to wish on it. It's like stocks, you know, like same thing. It's never a good time to buy, right? Because the price is too high or the price is too low or you don't know. You got to jump into it.
Yeah.
'Cause if you don't ever start, it's never going to go anywhere. And that's just, you know, that's the obvious right there.
No, 100%. I wanted to thank you guys for making time to come on the podcast today.
Absolutely. We want to thank you for coming
Yeah,
out
honestly.
to our shop.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
it's a beautiful
that.
shop.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you guys having
Thank
me.
you very much.
Anybody watching, make sure to check the description. We're going to have all the links to their social media, website, and everything in the description below.
Beautiful.
And I want to thank you guys for watching today.